r/AskReddit. What are you exceptionally good at, but hate doing? Being on time. I only hate it because nobody I know does it. I'm always early, and I hate it. But I'm only early BC. I'm always paranoid I'm going to be late, so I'll leave really early. Listening to people's problems. Me too. For some reason people like to tell me every sad thing that has happened to them. From getting a stroke 10 years ago to finding their dead dog from a ditch after it ran away. In a way I don't mind listening, but I still don't know why these complete strangers want to tell me these things. Fixing computers. Please stop asking me to fix your computer for free, please. Can you come over and download the RAM for me? Download moraram.com link. Is it dedicated WARM? Data entry. I can type very fast and very accurately, but it's the most mindless task with zero creativity. Data entry is a gateway to the creative world of data analysis, full of such rich creative choices. Should I use a stacked bar chart or a stacked percentage chart? Do I want to show this data by day or clustered by week? And what shade of gray is best for this data? Talking people down from suicide. It's my job. Edit. I've never been thanked so much before for this. I truly appreciate all of these comments. There are people who are asking, so anyone who needs help, advice, anything, feel free to PM me, and honestly, please be nice to your suicidal crisis line workers. It's a thankless job. I am very good at handling children, which is ironic because I don't particularly like kids. Same. Kids enjoy my company, but I really not enjoy theirs. Being nice to customers. The amount of times I confuse my lines. A customer walks in and I walk up to them, smile, and politely ask, "Would you like a bag with that?" Completely confusion. Sorry, I meant to use my other line. Hi, how are you today? Public speaking. I am an introvert, and I do safety training for my company. Comprehension has gone up drastically, and I have done quite a few talks on how to use science to make safety fun in my industry. But after, I have to shut myself in a hole for at least 3 hours to get myself back to center. Because it is so exhausting to me, I have to sort of be a different person, and doing that is mentally draining. Procrastinating. Apparently, my job, my superiors and co-workers often comment how good I am. In the back of my head I am thinking, wow, imagine how good I would be if I was actually doing something I care about and was passionate about. I'm actually kind of lazy and don't really do as much as I could do. However, they seem to like what I'm doing, so I do enough to maintain that facade and get compensated fairly well for it. I have thought about quitting a few times, but I have sort of settled in because it's hard to find something else out there, and if I can get away with being lazy but somehow being thought of as good at my job, might as well milk it while I can. This is me. I don't hate my job. I just hate working. I've been working from home for the past 3 weeks. You guys know why. And my superiors commend me every chance they get about how professional I am and how hard I'm working these past weeks. How I'm closing the same amount of incidents in less time, and with user reviews. I'm playing Animal Crossing most of the time. And watching Avatar. Now Korra, as I've already finished with math. I don't know why I'm this good at it, but I hate it so much that's crazy. So you're good at math. Lem test. 2 + 2. Cleaning. Until you're 15 minutes in and realize everything's dirty and you have to clean it now because you know you're not going to clean anything tomorrow. I'm exceptionally good at waking up. I've never not woken up. It's a curse. Really, having to face every new day with the certainty that in all likelihood my challenges and failures will carry over and over again. Sleep is my mistress, and a horse is she. Night after night, she holds me, coddles me, uses me. When sunlight comes knocking on my door, as it must, she jumps awake and sends me off into the world through the back door. Silent, dreary and blubbering curses to the wind. It is my back door. She is my guest. And yet, every morning I find myself in my lonely nakedness, darting from cover to cover, searching for any sign of respite from the heat of day. Tonight I will go back into the arms of my familiar. I will let her hold me, coddle me, use me, for one more chance that when sunlight comes knocking she will keep holding me, coddling me, using me, forevermore. Everything I have ever become exceptionally good at. As soon as I become proficient at something, the fun stops and it just becomes work. I pretty much only enjoy learning, but I don't get much enjoyment out of performing what I have already learned. For example, I had an amazingly fun time learning how to weld for over 10 years. There's a lot to learn in welding and you can make major improvements for many years. You can even go your whole career learning new things about welding, but eventually you reach a point where you have become proficient and you're only doing minor adjustments to perfect your craft. For me, the joy is gone at that point, and with that goes my passion for it as well. Maybe start teaching. There can be a lot of joy and satisfaction in seeing others become good at things you are teaching them. I worked with a welding supervisor who basically was tasked of getting the skills up. He was very passionate talking about other people's welds and craftsmanship. Cooking. I'm an amazing cook, but I absolutely hate cooking. Cooking, that hobby you don't want anyone finding out you do, because then they just ask you to do it for them. Lawn work. I can do it all. Struggle to do a basic mow and trim on my own yard on time. Organization. At work everything is pristine. Any video game I play becomes disgustingly structured. The idea of organizing my bedroom makes me want to lie on the floor and cry. Blowjobs. Got good so they don't take long. It's boring. Let's get this over with and get some ducking tacos. You sound like my uncle. Anything academic. I have zero work ethic but can do very well on tests, essay, etc. If I actually apply myself, I just don't. Oh yeah, I am currently, as I am writing this, having my distance class. About halfway done with the assignment and my teacher said deadline Tuesday, which led me here to commenting on Reddit instead of what I should be doing. Labor work. Been doing it for half my life, roughly 20 years. Debugging. I can find the issue in other people's code faster than they can. I just hate doing it because it requires a lot of sticking shit to the wall and seeing why it won't stick. 64 errors in code. Oh, they forgot to bracket over there. EZPZ. 2560 errors in code. Duck my life. Listening. I'm fairly introvert, so my need for speaking is pretty low. So other people can vent to me and praise me for being a good listener, but it usually bores the hell out of me. Socializing at parties. Writing. I'm good at it because I put in the time and effort to do it correctly, not because I'm naturally skilled at it. The secret is in the editing, and re-editing ad nauseam. I am also exceptionally lazy, so doing the inherent work of putting pen to paper is excruciating. Drawing and painting. I have always been a pretty good artist ever since I was a young kid. When I got to college I realized I hated it and almost never do it anymore. Masturbating. I ducking hate it, but I get off every time. Good job. Being a nerdy, obedient kid for parents. Asian here. Cleaning. I hate cleaning, and cleaning my own place is the worst. Feels like I have to drag myself to do the non-essentials some days. Helping old people with their phones. Cleaning, organizing for keepers, like pre-hoarders. My sister had this problem particularly bad, and every few years I'd totally redo her room and make it beautiful. Last time I did this, apparently she literally fell on the ground and started crying. My mom thought she was upset at first, but it was just extreme relief and clarity, having all her things laid out nicely and easily accessible, visible, without extra clutter. And I used rubber cement to stick black tissue paper against one of her walls. It's really easy to take down and does not damage, and honestly it looked really cool. It made the room feel way bigger, but I'm a keeper and I cannot keep my office clean organized for shit. Lying. You're lying. Fun fact. One of my minor superpowers is that I'm only good at things I don't particularly enjoy doing. I am good with animals and kids, but the weird looks made me hate children, and animals started to annoy me like a year back. Drawing. Been drawing as long as I can remember, but now I just get stressed when I draw. Since grade school to now, everyone and their mother asks me to draw them something in return for absolutely nothing. Got to the point it's the only way I felt noticed in school or around my peers. It's very minuscule, I know, and I'm humbled to an extent that people could see my art and physically want it. But it makes me only draw for myself at the end of the day because of it. Even when I started to do it for money, people just want to skip out on the pay or cut you short. BC, it didn't take long enough to warrant that price. I just lost the passion and fun of drawing after years of dealing with very rude people who do not think artists deserve money for their time. Find myself enjoying it here and there when I am bored or making something for myself, friends. Aside from that, I sadly don't think I could handle a career with it. Staying alive. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.